stuff because it's in funny places, it's convoluted, it's really long, it's hard to grasp, and it's kind of annoying. So I wish I could direct everybody someplace, like, go read this.
Yes.
But I can't. I can say, listen to Winston Shrout on Monday evening, but you see, now that's really late for you, because Monday evening is something like 7 o'clock my time, I think, so that's, the middle of the night to you. So,
yes.
but he's on truthradio.com. If you feel, I beg your pardon, I think he archives, or pardon me, the fellow who's on there archives it.
Okay.
But what I've also found, though, is he's hard to hear on that, but that could just be my particular situation. But there's a lot of people talking about, the best thing might be just to Google 1099 OID, and as long as you're clear, though, that you're not going to just a typical accounting website. I did that myself once, and I got onto a page where somebody's trying to tell somebody how to file taxes, and it had nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Right.
So it really just will take, keep looking.
Yes.
And as I say, though, and this is not to promote my blog. I don't gain anything from my blog. There's no advertising or
well, if it's good information on there, then people need to go there and find out, and we want to have that as a resource as well. So go ahead and get it out there,
Yeah, that's it. And so I will say that when I post something on my blog, it's because I've grasped the next concept and I'm pretty clear on what we're up to. And I keep it reasonably short. Like that most recent one was 5 pages. So
do you have any plans to kind of compile the information in some form, either in a book form or a short video or some kind of presentation? Any plans to that at all?
Well, I would. I mean, I did think of putting all the articles into a book, but then I figured, well, if they're already posted on the blog, then people can go back through and just take a look at them. And none of them is very long.
Sure.
And a lot of them are thought-provoking. For example, how to handle, in other words, the biggest cause of the authority issue is the fact that we answer their questions. And we're not meant to answer their questions. They're the public servants. We're meant to answer theirs. So I wrote an entire article on that. And it's like when you get it through your skull, you go, oh, good grief. That's how I got myself into trouble, was I answered them. They don't have any authority over me, and they don't have any authority to ask me any questions. What's your name? Who are you?
Yes.
Right? Same as we treat somebody we
don't want to talk to.
Yeah, like why have we fallen for this? It's because we were raised with a lifetime of it. The policeman is your friend.
Right.
Yeah, maybe 75 years ago, maybe, or maybe even 50 years ago, but not now.
Yeah.
They're out to collect. They're revenue collectors.
Yes.
So anyway, I wish I was going to say I wish I could direct you to something that's right on top, but it's all over the place. In other words, if you Google it, you'll find something. But stick with my blog too, which you've already said is it's spiritualeconomicsnow.net, and I'll be writing it as I get it, like as I know.
Yes. So, very good. We'll have that linked up on our website again, of course, for people who want to dive into it further. And keep an eye on there, of course, as you do updates and so forth. But I think this is a good place to begin to round things up here for this time. But, Mary, we'd love to have you back here further on if you have time for us and talk more about this and see what new comes up. And at that point, you might have, compile something more or have a more kind of, in presentation form to have some kind of a, crash course in this, because it's a big subject. It's kind of daunting to get into it just, from zero. At first, you don't understand anything of the official, system to begin with, but then you're trying to break it down and say that it's another way. It's a process of unlearning in a way, actually. So, but we'll definitely keep track on that. And again, I want to thank you very much for coming on the program. Is there anything else you'd like to kind of leave us with before we end here in this segment?
No, I can't think of anything other than to say that yes, I grasp that it's like a head full to say, whoa, what? I got that. And there's sections of understanding certain areas, but the truth is it's a whole lot simpler now than it used to be. We were all over the map on this stuff, and now we've really, really snugged it up. And so anybody who's starting out learning this stuff now is actually going to have a much easier time of it than we ever did. In other words, it's gotten easier because we're now in the right direction and we're seeing it. We're witnessing results, so we're saying, aha, finally. And that's why, by the way, I would not go on any other radio show over the past, I'd say about a year or so, because I thought, I just don't have anything great to say. But when you contacted me, I said, okay, now we can get this out because we've made leaps and bounds on the information. So
yes.
The other thing is I thank you because this allows me to essentially educate those who might not otherwise hear it.
Yes.
I'm over here across the pond, and so I'm grateful that you caught this and want to tell your listeners about what's really going on. I appreciate that.
Yes, very good. Thank you again very much for coming on, and keep us posted, and of course keep up the good work, and we'll see how things progress along the line, okay?
Okay.